Welcome to the season premiere of Entertainment Tech.
We have the latest for you in celebrity gossip, fashion styles, and more.
Welcome to the Celeb Chat segment. I'm Gabriella Zama.
And I'm Alexis Leana. Let's get started.
The lawyer for JonBenet Ramsey's family plans to sue CBS over the claims about JonBenet's older brother, Burke Ramsey, during CBS's most recent documentary on the unsolved murder. Nearly 2 decades after 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey was found murdered in her Colorado home the morning after Christmas, her case remains one of the top unsolved crimes in pop culture. CBS released a 2-part special titled The Case of JonBenet Ramsey for the 20th anniversary of her murder coming up in a few months. The 4-hour program featured investigators re-examining the unsolved case. And during Monday night's episode, the experts theorized that Burke, who was 9 at the time, most likely struck his sister on the head with a heavy object, killing her, and the Ramsey parents covered it up. The Ramsey family lawyer told Recruiters Agency on a phone call Tuesday, quote, "I will be filing a lawsuit on behalf of Burke Ramsey. CBS's false and unprofessional attacks on this young man are disgusting and revolting," end quote. CBS responded, stating, quote, "CBS stands by the broadcast and will do so in court," end quote.
Ladies and gentlemen, I doubt any of us thought that this day would come, but Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have called it quits. The star-studded couple had been together since their 2004 movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and at the time, Pitt was married to actress Jennifer Aniston, but decided to call it quits and pursue a relationship with Jolie. The couple secretly married in 2014 at their chateau in France after having been together for several years. However, this week Jolie filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. This comes as a surprise, seeing as for the past several years, they have been seen as Hollywood's it couple and the standard for celebrity relationships. Jolie is also seeking physical custody of their 6 kids, Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, and twins Knox and Vivian, suggesting visitation rights for Brad Pitt. She did not seek spousal support. 52-year-old Pitt proposed to 41-year-old Jolie in 2012, even though they had been together for years. Pitt revealed that it was pressure from their children that sparked the proposal. Pitt stated, quote, "We didn't realize how much it meant to them and getting engaged, how much it meant to us," end quote. While millions of hearts all over the world are breaking, we hope that Hollywood's favorite couple and family is able to work everything out.
Ryan Gosling is officially a married man. Multiple sources revealed in the new issue of Us Weekly that the actor and his love of 5 years, Eva Mendes, quietly tied the knot earlier this year among a select group of family and friends. The pair first met while starring in the 2012 drama The Place Beyond the Pines. Although marriage isn't the first secret the couple has kept from the public. Most recently, according to reports, the pair welcomed a second daughter, Amanda Lee Gosling, on April 29th of this year in Santa Monica. No surprise, their first pregnancy was also kept a secret with daughter Esmeralda, who was born in September of 2014. As for an explanation of the couple's privacy, an insider recently told People magazine that Mendes, quote, "just hasn't ever wanted anyone beyond her close friends and family knowing more than they had to, and Ryan is certainly private and always has been," end quote. Tweet us and let us know in the comments what you think of Gosling's secret marriage.
You ready? 5, 4.
Singer-songwriter Becky G knows that her Spanish isn't perfect, but doesn't think it makes her any less Latina. The young singer wrote in an essay for Pop Sugar Latina in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, talking about her roots and how she honors her culture as second-generation Mexican-American. She stated, quote, "Everyone has their own version of the American dream. People come from all over the world to live in a land of the free," end quote. This message is especially important with all of the border debates currently taking place in our presidential election. This especially hits home for her as a granddaughter of Mexican immigrants. She stated, quote, "For my Mexican-American grandparents, the American dream began with a need for better life, better education, and better job opportunities for their loved ones," end quote. Becky also reflected on life as a Latina born in the United States, remembering the remarks made by others about her not being able to speak Spanish or that she doesn't look Latina. To answer the critics, she stated, quote, "Although my Spanish is flawed and I didn't grow up in Mexico, I take pride in my roots," end quote. The young star feels as though it's her responsibility to show other young Latinos that they can achieve whatever they set their minds to. It's great to see young people using their platform to speak on issues important to them. Great job, Becky.
All right, so tell me about the Brad and Angelina story. I did not know that they're getting a divorce.
I was so shocked. Honestly, like for the longest time, I just assumed they were married just because they were together for so long. Then they got married, and now they're getting divorced. They have so many kids, and they were like the it couple in Hollywood. Like, I don't understand.
Isn't it her second marriage, or?
It's both of their second marriage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was married to Jennifer Aniston, and she was married to, I think, Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, I literally have lost all faith in humanity because I thought they were the perfect family.
I know, that was so shocking to me. I'm actually really hurt. That's all for Celeb Chat. Stay tuned for fashion styles after the break.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tech. I'm Michelle Polanco.
And I'm Mary Mutter. We're here with your latest fashion styles.
Kendall Jenner recently modeled for Spanish Vogue. Stylists dressed her into a bodysuit, tights, leg warmers, and a chiffon wrap skirt. Kendall was dressed as a ballerina and shot at a dance studio. Although she looked graceful in the shots, ballet fans everywhere were infuriated. One tweet stated, "Why did Kendall Jenner do a ballet photo shoot instead of an actual ballerina?" Due to this controversy, ballerinas and ballet fans are pushing for the fashion world to use professional dancers to accurately represent the dance industry.
This fall, you'll be surprised to hear that tall boots are not going to be the reigning trend. This year, ankle booties are taking over due to their versatility and style. It's a tried and true classic, and everyone needs at least a brown or a black pair in their closet. The way to stand out this year is to wear heeled booties with shortened, flared bootcut jeans. Another stylish way to wear these shoes is to wear long, skinny jeans, either rolled up or tucked into your booties. If you're not quite ready to give up your dresses and bare legs for the cold weather, booties will also pair great with dresses. For those who want a cute wintry style, wear neutral colored long socks over your skinny jeans to create a layered look. Pair this with a flannel or leather jacket and you're ready for fall.
Rihanna and Cara Delevingne are dominating the fashion industry. The duo have teamed up for Puma's newest campaign with Rihanna, serving as a creative director. Supermodel Cara explained the meaning behind the campaign to a press release. Quote, "To do you is to take ownership of yourself and finding the power within that ownership. It's a very powerful statement," unquote, she said. The campaign is about accepting who you are and finding your truth. Photos of the campaign include Cara eating at a small diner and walking the streets in new Puma gear. Be on the lookout for Rihanna's new Fenty Puma Spring/Summer 2017 collection, which will debut at Paris Fashion Week on September 28th.
American Ninja Warrior competitor and stuntwoman Jessie Graff made waves at the 2016 Emmy Awards with her unconventional modeling techniques. Graff was wearing a low Von Romp floor-length red frock. The dress had slits up to her mid-thigh, which was showing off of her kicks. That's right, Graff posed for the camera by doing front and back high kicks. The stuntwoman even did a back walkover. If these moves weren't impressive enough, then you should know that she was doing all of this while in her Carmen Steffens 6-inch high gold heels. Graff posted a video of her stunts on Facebook with the caption, quote, "They jokingly asked if I could do backflips in my at House of CB dress and at Carmen Stefan heels. It felt like the right time to find out," end quote. Graff was the first woman to complete stage on American Ninja Warrior Finals. She was also the stuntwoman for many high-profile shows, such as Supergirl and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm so excited fall's finally here.
I know, I love fall, all the autumn colors and the sweaters.
Yeah, I'm so tired of summer clothes. I'm ready to like transition to jeans, sweaters, booties. Booties are really in for this season.
Yes, booties are my absolute favorite,
Yeah.
especially with a little bit of heel on them.
Oh yeah, like, or the wedge ones are so
Yes,
cute.
yes.
And like you can dress them up or dress them down. So yeah, they're perfect for fall. That's all for your fashion news. Stay tuned for On the Screen Scoop.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed our lives.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
We're back with the on-screen scoop. I'm Gretchen Kernbach.
And I'm Callie Carson.
This has been a huge month for Netflix as 2 major Walt Disney Picture films hit their watch list. Zootopia has been considered the best animated film in 2016 and reached a rating of 98% from Rotten Tomatoes. Critics call it the whole package. This action-packed mystery crime film takes place in a mammal metropolis called Zootopia, where animals of all levels of the food chain, predator and prey, live together in harmony. It tells the story of a fox and a rabbit that defeat the odds of nature and work together to uncover a mysterious case. The second new Disney movie now available on Netflix is a disaster film called The Finest Hours. It is based on the true story of a Coast Guard's most daring sea rescue. The brave Coast Guard, played by Chris Pine, joins 3 others in risking their lives to save 3 men stranded at sea in the middle of a devastating nor'easter. Netflix is expecting many other popular, newly released Disney movies to add to their collection this year. However, the exact films have not been released yet. Calling all dog lovers, the movie for you is coming January 27th, 2017. A Dog's Purpose, originally a 2-book series by writer W. Bruce Cameron, follows one personality in the form of multiple lives of different dogs. If that was too much to catch for you, in other words, the movie starts out following the life of Bailey the Golden Retriever. The story follows Bailey as he reincarnates into different breeds. However, he remembers each of his past lives, which ultimately leads him to ask himself, what is my purpose? As the story progresses, Bailey finds himself as a German Shepherd rescue dog and a homebound corgi. What really gets me, though, is the trailer reveal of Bailey's reunion with his first owner years down the line, played by Dennis Quaid. Perhaps his purpose is discovered then. Directed by Oscar nominee Lasse Hallström, A Dog's Purpose may just have an underlying purpose of making its viewers shed a few tears. If you want to start the waterworks right now, I encourage you to watch the trailer for yourself. Most of you may have watched the previews or perhaps seen The Legend of Tarzan when it came out back in early July. Although Rotten Tomatoes only gave it a 36% rating, 64% of critics said they enjoyed the movie. This PG-13 rated action-adventure film stars Alexander Skarsgård playing Tarzan and Margot Robbie as Jane. It had been almost a decade since Tarzan left the jungle and his ape family behind, when suddenly he and Jane are lured to Congo by the king's envoy. Tarzan soon discovers the trip was merely a setup to be delivered to an old arch-nemesis in exchange for diamonds. When Jane becomes a token in the devious plot, Tarzan must go back to the jungle and save the love of his life. If you happen to miss this realistic action thriller, it is now available to purchase on demand from Amazon Prime, Google Play, and iTunes. However, the DVD and Blu-ray disc doesn't hit stands until October 11th. Although its release was almost a month ago, if you haven't seen Don't Breathe, I heavily encourage you to grab a friend and watch it before it leaves theaters. I am not one for horror movies, but Don't Breathe is more of a suspense thriller film without the paranormal nonsense that would give someone nightmares. By that, I mean it's a safe zone from zombies, ghosts, and other flesh-eating monsters. The story revolves around a trio of thieves who find themselves locked in with a crazy ex-army man who also happens to be blind. As revealed in the trailer, though, we all know one of the 3 is killed in the first 20 minutes, which leaves it to the others to find a way out without getting killed. The suspense comes from the homeowner's blindness, which by no means slows him down. As the movie progresses, there's another big, and might I say creepy surprise we learn about the homeowner. The 2 thieves try to hide during the majority of the film in addition to finding a way out of the house, which might strike you as odd because it's a house. However, I will add that the doors are padlocked and the windows are barred up, so the thieves do have quite the work cut out for them. If you're into twists and turns and unexpected situations, Don't Breathe is a must-see. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Don't Breathe?
I would probably give it about a 7. It was really scary, but I honestly thought there was going to be a lot of supernatural activity in the movie.
I thought that's what made it special, or that's what made it different from all the other movies that have been coming out lately. We have something that comes to my head is Woman in Black, that's
The Conjuring.
Yeah, The Conjuring, and the new Annabelle is supposed to be coming out next year, and it's just all these supernatural movies that are really scary and obviously they claim to be real, but they're not really. And I think that's what makes Don't Breathe different, because it's just about a movie about thieves. There's nothing scary, nothing nightmarish,
Yeah.
It's real world, and I thought that's what made it a lot more believable.
Definitely, I completely agree with that.
No, exactly. And I think the girl who played the main character did a great job with the backstory behind that. So it all really comes together. It's not just a random movie that has no meaning. Like, there's a backstory to all the characters, actually. So I think it's really interesting, and I think everyone should go and watch it before it goes on DVD.
Yeah, definitely. And the end, like, it had such a twist. I was so shocked. It was creepy, and like you just weren't expecting what happened at the end. So.
Exactly. Well, that's it for Entertainment Tech. We'll see you next week.